Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen Boss Fight Edition. Again, our players currently are in a bit of a predicament, but before we get into that, let's actually have them, as usual, introduce themselves and their characters. I've rolled some dice in the background, and the dice have decided that we should start with Show and Tell, and then go reverse alphabetical. So, Show and Tell, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, hi, I'm Show&Tell. I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a mute peasant boy, currently fighting the mother of the forest, who's a very unpleasant person to be around. Literally.
Yes, to say the least. Thank you very much, Show and Tell. And next, we would have the lovely Dely. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely, and as usual, I'm playing as Muninn. They are a traveling scholar, currently suffering from a petrified left arm, and also trying to free some captive children, I suppose.
Yes. Obviously, this goes without saying, but just because you were doing something last session doesn't mean that you still have to do the same thing now. You guys can change your tactics on the fly. But yeah, thank you very much, Dely. And next, we would have Ashen. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona, who's like the past, 4 or 5 sessions been like on the brink of death almost all the time. Happened last session as well, but I think we managed. I think we're still good.
The session before the last session, but yeah. Oh, no, it was the last session because you almost got knocked out in one blow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it won't happen again. Thank you very much, Ashen. So, last time, as we briefly mentioned, you guys, after waking up, dealing with the fact that you guys got mugged while sleeping and all of that, you guys decided to, well, since you were not on a bit of a time limit with the dragon coming and all that, decided on finding a way to heal I forgot the Dely, Muninn's left arm, and also heal the petrified always thirsty. To do that, you guys decided to go with the animal sacrifice route, which is totally not gruesome and totally not macabre, but here we are. Well, you remember that Acacius's favorite animal were wolves, so you followed the trail of wolf howls. You went into the forest, following again said trail of wolf howls that were like you found like also tracks and like half-eaten animals, and they all seem to be like leading you in a specific direction. Like you didn't encounter any wolves until later, you stumbled upon a more or less trap prepared by one different, not the last one you guys met, a different mother of the forest that was very much looking forward to ridding her forest of like humans and like all that good stuff. So you guys discussed among yourselves what to do. You saw that the mother of the forest also had one Prince Charming hostage and a bunch of children from the village that you guys told the ogre to ransack, and you were promptly informed that all those children were orphans, just for like the added horror effect. But yeah, we left off in the middle of the battle as like more and more wolves are converging on you guys. Trying to think if there's anything else I should remind the viewers about. Oh yeah, I guess you're still carrying the statue of Always Thirsty with you. You're trying to like get Acacius's attention, free Prince Charming, free the children, probably. Not trying to put words in your guys' mouths. Yeah. So, basically, while I turn the background music on and I ask you guys to give me a minute to do that, we're gonna resume combat in like top of the round initiative order, meaning Prince Charming would go first. Before we do that, I don't know, is there anything you guys would like to say or like think about in character or prepare to do in character, if that makes sense?
Well, it's no.
Not for my part.
Yeah, not for me in particular. Obviously, there's the general like, we gotta kill this old lady. But other than that,
yeah, pretty much so. So, we're going to real quick while I switch the OBS overlays around. We're gonna start on Prince Charming's turn, as he will. Last we sort of left off was like Illona was trying to help free him, and I guess he'll say, "No, fair maiden, go and rescue the children, I can free myself." And he'll try to free himself.
you can do it.
Maybe he can. Yeah, he totally can, as he just frees himself.
Woo!
Whoa!
Wow,
Go
nice.
Prince Charming!
I mean, he is Prince Charming for a reason, but yeah, he like does the superhero thing of like flexing real hard and like bursting through the roots and the vines, and looks ready for action as the mother of the forest just looks pissed. Illona's turn.
I don't remember. Like, do I have weapons on me right now? I had like the spear, right?
You do have your spear.
I would throw it at the mother of the forest, I think.
Okay. Sounds like a forceful or careful attack. What do you think?
I think careful, since I'm standing a bit further away.
So you're like aiming carefully.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna... Okay. Then please roll me a careful and I'll roll to defend. Interesting. Both of you got poor rolls. You... For whatever reason, you're a little off balance with your throw, and I imagine you narrowly miss her, if that makes sense. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. Then on her...
Wait, can I move still?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm very sorry. I forgot about that part. Yeah, you guys can move. What was your quick again? Because it's 2 spaces plus your quick. I think you got...
Was it 5?
Yeah, I think it was 5 for Illona, 4 for Muninn, and 3 for Anghel, if I remember correctly.
That's what I'm...
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Okay. So yeah, Ashen, you can move 5 spaces. Some spaces like water or like thick shrubbery will be double movement, but yeah. Click and drag your token if you'd like to move.
I think I'd go here.
Also do move 1 little hexagon at a time, okay?
Okay, then I start there and move there.
Hmm?
And there.
You still have 1 movement remaining. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 2 movement. I'm sorry.
The thing is, I don't want to get too close to wolves now that I don't have my spear anymore. But maybe I dare to go here.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Then the mother of the forest. I think my question would be, what's Anghel doing at the moment?
Anghel doing looking around at all the wolves surrounding. I don't know.
Okay, I think in like, because she's just feeling very frustrated because like her plan is coming apart and like her mythical arch enemy has just been released. I think she'll like in pure frustration just hit the closest target, which is Anghel.
Okay.
Like hit with her like fist, like very simple like.
Okay, interesting. So Anghel will block.
Then
Forcefully.
yep, sounds forceful. Could you give me a forceful?
Okay.
Yeah, you take that would mean you take 1 point of damage. You're probably like caught unaware because you're like focusing on the wolves to like notice this like sudden punch from the old woman next to you.
Okay.
How do you take 1
Like
point of
she
damage?
delivers one hell of a punch. I mean,
Yeah, she does.
for a frail woman. Okay.
If I can make like a slightly messed up joke, reminds you of your own grandmother.
Of what?
Of Angel's grandmother.
Oh,
Sorry. So how do you take 1 point of damage? Level 1 stress or?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Then give me a moment, please. While I type that in, it will be Muninn's turn.
okay. Sorry, I'm on push to talk at the moment, so
No
sorry
worries.
if there's a bit of a delay. So I noticed that wolf right next to me. So I think I want to try and take it out. Could Muninn?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I forgot. I thought I forgot I did to do something, but I didn't forget. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. So I feel like Muninn would try to feign an attack, like if assuming the wolf is paying attention to Muninn.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I feel like Muninn would try to feign an attack and then like while the wolf is like sort of off balance because they're like, so Muninn would like feign going left, for example, and then to try and like trick it, and then like they would, if that works, they would go right and then try and like stab it, basically.
Sounds like a sneaky attack.
I see he's not that good, but I'll commit to it.
I mean, the way you like, the way you described it seemed like you were going out of your way as a player to describe a sneaky attack. Like for instance, Brew Brief in the other campaign, Zorus's character has a sneaky of 10, so she always like describes the most convoluted ways just to get a sneaky roll. So that's what I thought you were doing. But yeah, with that roll, you deal 1 point of damage to the wolf, which is sufficient to deal with it, because these wolves are not super durable.
That was surprising. Because it's one of my lowest stats, I was a bit worried, but that's good.
Do the flashing. Just a reminder. Do the flashing.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I'd like to. Okay, I'm gonna roll a flashy to like try and get Akesia's attention, and I got a 2.
You got a 2. Okay. Can I ask how? Just for narrative's sake, you're trying to get said attention.
I think similar to before, as Muninn successfully kills the wolf, they would like they basically be shouting at this point, like in Akesia's name, like take this as an offering, like that sort of thing.
Oh, like you're shouting, actually shouting. Okay.
Probably at this point.
Okay. The mother of the forest will say, "Do not mention the name of that foul despoiler cur." And Prince Charming will say, "Wait, in whose name?"
Oh no.
He has a problem with that?
Yeah, does he have a problem with that? I think. I don't know what Muninn would say. Should I be honest? I don't know. What does everyone think?
Whoever's wondering, like, whoa, does Prince Charming have a problem with like a kisses or whatever? Feel free to roll me a clever. Anghel has the highest chance just because like it's a legend of his people, but yeah.
Except he's not clever. That's always the problem we run into.
Forceful, but not clever.
Hard to tell with those rolls.
Oh no. I think Muninn would like shut up maybe. Just for now, they wouldn't reply.
Okay. You still have your movement remaining if you'd like to move.
No, I think I'll stay where I am for now.
Sure. Then it will be Angel's turn. Angel,
Yeah.
did we do it like at the start of your turn or at the end of your turn with the like staying next to the... Sorry?
I think at the end.
Okay, then we'll do it at the end.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're
Okay.
right. I think you're right. Go ahead.
So, I guess he stabs a wolf. I guess the one, like, how do I ping here?
Hold down the left mouse button.
Did I do anything?
I did. Okay, so okay, that one. With your spear, I'm presuming, or
Yes.
okay, then please give me a forceful.
Ugh. Now he comes against the wolf.
You, like, I don't know, the wolf explodes. Like you accomplish your goal and then some.
Did I get an advantage?
No, not unfortunately, no. But you definitely succeed with style. Like, feel free to like describe if you want how like you impress everyone around you with that kill.
I mean, I don't know what makes a wolf explode.
I was joking when I said that. It doesn't actually explode.
I mean, I guess. What can you possibly do with a sword not a sword, a spear? That could. I guess he stabs it. But.
Like, not just like stabbing it, but probably like full on impaling the thing. I don't know.
Yes.
Sure.
Like.
Either way, it's very impressive.
Yeah, just be impressed. Yeah.
Whoa.
The mother of the forest stares at you in anger. Prince Charming, do you think you see like perhaps a bit of admiration in his eyes? But no, it couldn't be.
Wow.
Don't get flashy, by the way.
Oh, flashy, right. Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Wait.
And what do you do to be flashy?
I guess after impaling the wolf, he kind of, waves it on the end of its spear to the sky.
Oh my gosh. like a flag or something, just a wolf dangling. Holy shit.
Yes.
Prince Charming's momentary admiration turns to disgust, and the mother of the forest just says, "You truly are no better than lowly beasts. Foul creatures, all of you."
Okay.
That was quite savage, to be fair.
I mean, is she like? Does she care about beasts as well? Like, does she care about the wolves, or
She
does
cares
she not?
about anything in the forest. She's
Okay.
the mother of the forest.
So it's funny that she uses that kind of insults. Like, I guess. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying to speak your guys' lingo, if that makes sense. Like, she presumes that all of you, like, non-forest people, surely you probably, like, hate animals or whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
you still have your
I
movement.
mean, I can't blame her after this display, but okay.
Yeah, it's very gruesome. You still have your movement if you'd like to.
Oh, right. But okay, let's move away from the wolf. So I guess I'll go. I'll go here one, and then.
Okay, the wolf will try to bite at your heels.
Oh, right, that's walking away from it. Oh God.
How do you defend yourself?
I threaten it with the spear. I don't know what I did with the wolf, but okay.
Sounds like a flashy defense.
Flash. That was that was stupid. Okay.
No.
Undeterred, probably like enraged by the death of I don't know, it's like mate or brother or whatever. It gets through your defense and bites at your leg. You take 1 point of damage. How do you take that point of damage?
Let me think. Maybe I can use the poke.
You can if you want to.
Advantage.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And add 2.
Yeah. Then a +2 will be sufficient to not take any damage. Okay. You still have 2 of your movement remaining.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll go here. Is the fact like the how do we call it? Advantageous? What was it?
The like attacking when you move away thing, or opportunity attack is like.
Oh, okay. Opportunity attack. Does that give them like a plus something, or is it just?
No, it's just like taking like a quick swing at something. So it's really not like it's not stronger than a normal attack.
Okay. Still, the mother of the forest, her fists are pretty. So I'll stay around. I guess I'll stay here.
Sure, then can I get a forceful from you to see if you can stomach being around her?
Yeah. Yay.
Yep. You do so. Yeah. Then it is the wolves' turn. As they will continue charging forward one by one. Yeah, I think the mother will like direct at least like one wolf to like distract Prince Charming while she's dealing with you guys because she can't fight multiple people at once. So one wolf will try to attack Prince Charming. Good luck with that. No, the wolf does surprisingly well, but not well enough, as Prince Charming, like, probably like superhero style, like swats it aside and gains an advantage. The true hero is the advantage Prince Charming will create, because that's what he sees himself as.
Yeah, it's very fitting.
Okay. Other wolf. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This other wolf will run after Illona and try to bite at Illona and attack her. How does she defend herself?
I sneakily move out of the way, like, maybe use my cape as a bit of a extra. Haha, where am I, really?
Oh, like a bullfighter?
No, just like make it confused. It doesn't grab like me.
Like a
skin.
bullfighter, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sounds like either a sneaky or flashy defense. I leave it up to you.
I'll take my sneaky where I can get it.
And it bites the hell out of you with 2 damage.
Oh no.
Fuck. I can't take that, can I?
You can. You still have your 2 and 3 stress and your 2 consequence.
Oh, because because it's a new session, right? Oh, but we didn't rest. I don't know how.
You didn't rest, so you still have like the things. You can look at the like top right-ish part of the screen to see like the damage you'll have taken. Illona has taken Illona has taken her level 1 stress, level 4 consequence, and level 6 consequence.
I'll just whip my stat up with 2 with Master of Escape.
Okay, you're invoking that. I think I'll invoke your level 4 consequence to deal the damage.
So still 2, right?
Yeah, it will be 2 damage.
Guess I take it with stress then.
Okay. Sure. The wolf bites down. Next set of wolves. 1, 2. Yeah, I guess this one will also charge up at you, seeing that you're vulnerable. How do you defend yourself against this one's attack?
Can I don't want to die at this. Can I use the tactical retreat?
Oh yeah, you can use your stunt, to avoid the attack if you'd like.
Yes,
and
nice.
I will say because it's your stunt, you can also like use it to like move your movement speed, even though it's not your turn. Make sense?
So I can use 4 movement or what?
5 because you have 5, but yeah.
All right. Then I move 1 at a time, right?
Yep, please. Just because some tiles may be double movement.
Bap, and this one.
Just because you're using your stunt, I will not trigger opportunity attacks.
Okay.
You have 3 left. 2 left.
And I go here?
You're done because, well, go back 1 because the water is double movement.
Aha. I think, okay.
Okay. There are still other wolves. Just because you used your stunt, none of the other wolves will attack you. But this one will charge up at Muninn. How does Muninn defend themselves?
Muninn would probably.
Oh, that's an awful roll.
Muninn would probably like quickly like. I feel like whenever you say the stat that you're trying to use, like quickly or like sneakily, it seems like cheating. But
I don't think it is. I'll argue against you if I think you're forcing it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, Muninn will notice the wolf and like sort of quickly try and like well, this kind of sounds flashy. Quickly jump out the way in that case then.
Yeah. Then give me a quick defense, please. And also, yeah, you definitely notice because like every time, like if someone's near the children and like a wolf is coming, the children will like, it's coming, will like warn you about it.
Okay, sounds good.
That is a successful defense, so good on you. The other wolves, yeah, this one, 1, 2, 3, yeah, over here, and this wolf, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not attack Illona just because Illona has used her stunt. Okay.
Nice.
But
By the way, how much flashy do we have at this point?
I mean, you guys should know better than I would. If you were to look at
We
your character
should.
sheets. If you were to look at your character sheets.
No, I mean, how much did in terms of getting?
Like the kisses
Yeah.
thing. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? Okay.
For a different reason, can all of you roll me a flashy?
Ah.
Okay. Okay, that's above. Yeah, that meets my criterion. Basically, that roll was to see how intimidating you guys are to the Mother of the Forest. The Mother of the Forest feels intimidated by you guys, so she will order the wolves on the other bank of the river to charge as well.
Oh no! So we needed a low flashing.
For that, yeah. 1, 2,
No fair.
3, 4. This wolf starts swimming. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Still swimming. And this one is also charging. 1, 2, 3. Swimming. Okay. And at the top of the round, I'll roll to see how many more wolves pop up.
Scary stuff.
Just one.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Okay. Prince Charming's turn. Anghel, do you look like you're in trouble?
Do I look like I'm in trouble? What kind of trouble? I mean, he is currently kind of suffering from the stench, I guess. Mostly. I don't know.
But you look fine. Okay, so Prince Charming won't try to rescue you at the moment, and instead will try to deal with the wolf that's attacking him.
Okay.
And yeah, with one punch, the wolf goes flying, sort of similar to what you did to the chicken, Anghel.
It's more impressive with the wolf, though, I have to say.
Sure. And he walks up next to the Mother of the Forest, and he tells you, Anghel, rescue the children, boy. I will deal with this fiend. And the Mother of the Forest lets out a almost animalistic snarl, like.
I have a feeling like Angel's kind of looking at Prince Charming like with stars in his eyes at this point.
Sure. Illona's turn.
I will use around me, is it anything I can use as a weapon against the wolf?
Sticks, certainly. Rocks, definitely. Probably you're more likely to find rocks rather than sticks where you are specifically. Otherwise, are you looking for something in particular?
No, just a rock is fine. I guess I'll pick up a rock.
Yeah.
And just hit it in the head of the wolf.
Sure, sounds like a forceful attack.
Can I aim between or to the ice, sorta, to make it if I do nothing, it still is
Sure, then it's a careful attack.
Okay.
You missed the wolf entirely, but now you've definitely got its attention.
Nice. My plan all along.
It was just gonna pee on always thirsty, like I mentioned last session, but now it wants to kill you. You still
Changing priorities.
You still have movement.
Okay, I'll get out of the water and maybe move.
That was 2 movements, so now that was 3. You'll take an opportunity attack.
Aha, okay.
Okay, how do you defend yourself from the wolf biting at you as you run by?
Like stealthily dodge it, like I did with the last wolf as well.
Okay, it sounds like a sneaky or quick defense. I leave it up to you. You do engage and gain an advantage. Do you have a name for your advantage?
Unbiteable.
Sure. And while I figure out how to type that specifically, so that was 2, 3. You still have 2 movement. Go ahead, Show&Tell. Go ahead.
I just had a question. Do you get an advantage when you defend or
Yep.
when you attack?
Defend.
Oh, when you defend. Okay. That's it.
You still have 2 movement, Illona.
I'd stay there.
Okay. Now I suppose that will be the end of your turn. The Mother of the Forest. Does she feel threatened by Anghel or not? No, I guess she'd feel more threatened by Prince Charming, because like it's her legendary enemy. So she will try to basically like make roots and vines crop out of the ground to ensnare him.
Okay.
But Prince Charming easily breaks out of them. Okay. Muninn's turn.
Okay. I think the wolf closest to me, Muninn would like to probably use like so as they dodged before, they would like to sort of use the speed that they or like momentum that they gain from dodging to like quickly like lunge at the wolf to like stab it.
Yeah, sounds like a forceful or quick attack.
Cool. I will go with wait, let me double check. I think quick's higher. Yeah. Oh no, they're both the same, so I'll just go with quick there.
Sure.
Wait.
Yeah, you dispatch it.
We add. I'd like to roll flashy again as well, if that's okay.
Sure. Give me a flashy, please.
Oh.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Could I use a fate point, please, to +2 the roll?
Of course, but what are you invoking?
The Keeper of Secret Knowledge aspect. So, because Akesius is like sort of like a god of knowledge and like that sort of thing, and because Muninn's sort of like, as I think we said last time, Muninn's kind of like a teacher's pet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a stretch, but works. Sure.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah, that is sufficient to reach, like, more than out of 10, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. All of a sudden, like, as you guys are in the middle of your struggles, a bright light sort of envelops this, like, clearing. But oddly enough, you guys are not disturbed by it. The wolves are, though, so the wolves will suffer, instead of rolling a +2, they will from now on roll a +1. Because they are blinded by the light that's like permeating everywhere.
Cool.
And I will also create a scene aspect. Basically, it works the same way as an advantage does. The Brilliant Light of Akesius, it's called. You guys get 1 free invoke on it, but you can also spend fate points on it to invoke it if you'd like, okay? Basically representing the fact that it's a lot of light here, and the light is mainly crippling your enemies.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Nice.
Anghel's turn.
Okay, I'm really deliberating whether to attack the Mother of the Forest or just leave. So I'm going to leave anyway. Maybe. That's what Prince Charming said. And she's going to attack. I don't know.
She will. If you, like, leave
Yeah.
her, like, yeah.
So she's going to attack anyway. But the question is... And we don't really need to attack wolves anymore. Like, we can just to, just so they won't attack us, but we finished the thing.
I mean, the children are still imprisoned.
Yeah. But we don't, like, I was thinking that I should, like, attack a wolf on the way, but we don't need that anymore.
The wolves are still in the combat, they're just weaker. But it's up to you, obviously.
Yeah. No, it's just that we don't need to actively look for them. Fine. So I'll attack, because I have nothing else.
You'll attack the Mother of the Forest, or?
Yeah.
May I ask how?
With the spear.
Sure. Give me a forceful attack, please.
Please be good. Okay.
Oh wow.
She catches the spear and tosses it aside. Well, it's still in your hands, but, like, tosses aside your attack, if that makes sense.
So maybe I will use poke again.
Okay. You're invoking it to improve your roll by +2, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then the Mother of the Forest will take 1 point of damage as you graze her with the spear.
Razor, okay. I thought you said grace her. Like,
yeah, Graze.
Z, yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to, go.
The Prince Charming will say, I told you to rescue the children, leave this to me. You're not a hero, I am.
Okay, dude, okay. So Anghel walks here.
Yeah, and the Mother of the Forest will try to smack you.
Damn it. Well, we knew it was coming. So he will try to, 5. So he will try to, I guess, to smack him. So he will try to, block it or something.
Sounds like a forceful defense.
Yeah.
you take 2 points of damage with that?
2 points. Fine.
Your level 2 stress, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted. You still have, I think, 2 movement, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, if I walk by a wolf and then I leave, then it would also be an attack?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Problematic. Okay, fine. So, I'll go here.
Okay.
And then...
It barks at you, even though it can't see you very well.
And then I will go here. Oh my god, it's going to attack me. Fine.
Okay.
They're both going to attack me.
On their turn, maybe. Probably.
Yeah. Which is now, but yeah.
It is now. So, just going with I'll go counterclockwise. So, this one, 2 movement, 1 movement, that's 4. This one is 2 movement, 1 movement, and this little wolf will realize that he's no match for Prince Charming because he has a +1 and Prince Charming has a +6, so instead he'll just assist the Mother of the Forest in her combat.
Okay.
This one, I'm going against my word and not going counterclockwise anymore, but I just figured it would be easier. One movement, two movement, then one movement, then one movement, and we'll go over here. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And, yeah, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. 3 wolves will try to attack you, Anghel, but I think instead of like doing 3 individual weaker attacks, they'll like 2 of the wolves will assist one bigger wolf, so it will be just a single attack, but like with 2 assists, so it's a +3. Okay?
Okay.
How do you defend yourself from like their combined combo attack, I guess? They basically lunge at you and try to bite you.
All 3 of them together. Like I was thinking of saying, like he's going to grab the wolf and throw it or something. But
well, it's more it's more like the 2 wolves on like the side are trying to distract you and grab your attention, while the one in the middle was like performing the attack. Make sense?
Okay. So you can do that.
Yep, if you want to.
Okay.
What were you saying you were trying to do?
Grab the wolf and kind of throw it.
Sure.
Before it can attack.
Give me a forceful defense, please. Oh yeah, you succeed with style. You gain an advantage. You are very impressive. Do you have a name for the advantage, or would you like just another charge on poke poke?
I guess.
Well, which one?
A charge.
Okay. Duly noted.
Oh god. Next time I'll think about a less ridiculous name to say all the time. Okay.
This wolf will try to follow you, Illona, and bite at you. How do you defend yourself?
I kind of want to like do some cool thing back, but like I know I don't have the best forceful and shit. Same as usual, sneakily dodge.
Sure, then sneaky or quick, please. You succeed. Also with style, you gain an advantage. Do you want another charge on unbiteable, or?
Yep. Yes, please.
Okay. Duly noted. And the last remaining wolf will swim up and try to bite at Muninn. How does Muninn defend himself? Themselves? I said themselves, but is that correct? Or is it themselves?
Themselves, I think.
Okay. How does Muninn defend themselves?
I think Muninn would probably I think Muninn would probably like do what they did last time, trying to dodge out the way of this wolf as well.
Sounds like a quick defense.
Yeah.
You also succeed with style, gaining an advantage. You guys are doing very well. Would you like another charge on quick-footed?
Yes, please, actually.
Okay. And top of the round, I will roll to see how many more wolves show up. 4, okay. It's the first time I've rolled a 4 on that. Okay.
Oh, there can only be 4. It's like the maximum.
Per round, which is still something, but yeah.
No, for sure. No, I was like afraid that it was a 20 or something. I was like, I don't need more, like 20 more wolves.
That would be a bit. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and finally 4. Okay. At the top of the round, may I get a careful from everyone to see if you guys notice something?
Yes.
Ah. What is it? It was a -1.
Oh my gosh.
Muninn, not Muninn, Anghel is so absorbed in, oh, you got a critical fail. Yeah, you're just too focused on the wolves to notice or care
he's
about anything
surrounded.
else. Yep. Yeah. Muninn, also since like you're pretty close to the water, you think you start seeing it like flow more rapidly and start like churning. You're not sure what that could mean though.
Oh no! Oh no! Your Medan is starting to cause trouble, possibly.
Yeah,
Huh.
No.
that's not good.
Prince Charming's turn. Yeah, he will engage in combat with the Mother of the Forest, his legendary enemy.
Yeah, go Prince Charming. Does he also have to do a forceful at the end of his turn?
Yeah, he will, but he will almost certainly beat it because the difficulty is 2 and he has a forceful of 6. Actually, he doesn't even need to roll because, like, even if he gets a critical fail, it's still sufficient. Because, like, 4 minuses from a 6 is 2, and the minimum is 2.
Hey.
Chad.
But anyway, he punches the Mother of the Forest in the face, doing 2 damage to her. Illona's turn.
Can I find a stick or something?
Yeah, you're near a tree.
Yes. Then I will. Trying to describe this, like, okay, I will quickly like jab it, like beat it over its head. The wolf.
Sounds like a forceful attack.
Can I emphasize it quickly?
You didn't when you describe it, but you can re-describe it. So what are you doing?
Can I quickly hit the head of the wolf?
Sure. I'll just say that, like, if you say quickly, doesn't always necessarily mean quick. I'll judge on a case-by-case basis, but it makes sense in this situation.
Alright. Good.
Then please roll me a quick. Yeah, that's sufficient to dispatch of this one.
Can, like, Illona's like thinking about the curse with always thirsty, like having that in mind when she kills the wolf, and like sort of asking Eurymedon, and not Eurymedon, sorry, Cassius, like a bit of help with that, please. Unpetrify always thirsty.
You hear the voice in Eurymedon in your mind, which is probably like, yeah, you haven't heard it.
Eurymedon?
Not Eurymedon, Cassius, my bad. Thank you for pointing that out, Show&Tell. The voices of
No, for a second I was scared. Okay.
The voices of Cassius in your mind that says, do you really want to have this conversation now?
Hell yeah, I do. I don't want to be like enslaved by a dragon like that, no.
You get the inkling that he has taken note of like this offering.
Okay, nice.
You still have your movement remaining.
I'll remain.
Okay. Then the Mother of the Forest turn, engaged in combat with Prince Charming. She will once again try to ensnare him in vines. And Prince Charming easily swats them aside. Muninn's turn.
This is gonna sound weird, but Muninn would try and dispatch the wolf closest to them, I think this is the part that's going to sound strange, but it makes sense in my head. They're going to try and beat, punch the wolf, but with their stone arm, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
So
Before you do that, can I get a clever from you?
Yeah. Oh.
Above board, if you roll badly, there will be negative consequences.
Yes.
It's a forceful, isn't it?
Yeah, I was imagining a forceful roll, but I'm not sure.
Well, the way Muninn's describing it would be forceful, but I'm saying regardless of whether you dispatch the wolf or not, doing it in this method via this method, if you roll poorly, there might be additional negative consequences.
Yeah, that makes sense. I lose a finger or something because it falls off, or I can imagine
that, or it's it could either be losing a finger on the arm or whatever, or because of the clever, I'm fine with telling you this. Imagine you have a wound that's being held shut, and you suddenly shove something against it from the force of using that arm. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm nervous to use it. I'm nervous to do this now, but I want to do it.
Okay. Then give me a forceful.
Wait.
Ooh, nice.
A 3.
YOLO.
Yeah. You dispatch the wolf. No negative consequences because you rolled well.
Hell yeah. So, can I do something else as well, or is this?
Yeah, you still have your movement.
Okay, cool. I was thinking, could I do something with Acacia?
Depends, but sure.
Okay. I'll describe it to you, and then if I'm not allowed to do it, then fair enough. But I think so the reason Muninn used their arm is because hopefully they got a bit of, this sounds brutal, got a little bit of wolf blood on their arm, and then they would hold up their arm to the sky sort of thing, and say accept this offering and restore my arm so I can serve you better, something along those lines.
It's I was gonna mention this probably post battle, but I guess I'll mention it now. You probably all of you at one point during the battle, you get this disturbing thought that why is this it's disturbing how used we are getting to this weird macabre stuff. But can I get a flashy from you, Muninn?
Yeah, of course. Oh, that was horrible.
You hear... how should I describe this? You feel Acacius's attention, although not his intervention, I guess. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's better than his disapproval.
Sure. I guess you also get the feeling that he'd like to have a talk with you guys after the fight is over. Not necessarily a good talk.
Okay, cool.
Angel's turn.
Okay. I was going to ask, can Anghel move it to the same space that Muninn is on? Or is that not allowed?
Yeah, you guys can move in the same spaces that you that two players are in. I would only ask that you don't end your turn there, if that makes sense.
Okay, that's a problem.
Unless you can spend your action to push Muninn out of the way.
Nice.
But if I move here, is that a double movement? I mean,
I would ask you to specify if you're going in the water or if you're staying on dry land.
Okay.
Well,
And if
actually, it would not be double movement because it's very shallow water.
Oh, okay. So Anghel wants to move there,
But
basically.
going through the bushes will be double movement.
Yeah, I'm going around.
Okay.
You're also, sorry, I know you've already done it. You're also moving away from the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
Okay.
Okay. So
That
first,
was a given.
you're gonna
Yeah.
take two bites coming at you.
Okay.
I'll ask you to defend
So
twice.
Anghel forcefully swats them away.
Give me 2 forcefuls, please.
1
Oh.
and 2.
You gain 1 advantage. A charge on poke,
Yes.
or would you like something else?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go with poke. And okay, right.
Mhm.
And now I'm going to go here.
Okay. We'll take another bite from one of the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
How do you defend yourself?
Another swat.
Sure.
I guess it's swatting all around.
You also gain another advantage, another charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that's what happened, honestly. I was like, okay, I'll get some advantages. Not too bad. Okay. And then I'll go here.
Okay.
And I will try to free the children. What do I need to do that?
It will be basically attacking the vines that are holding them. And I
Okay.
imagine it will be a forceful or careful attack. Well, I leave it up to you.
Okay. Is it gonna count as protecting them? Like trying to help them? I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess it would, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'll attack the vines with the spear.
Okay.
Forcefully. Okay.
If you're doing it with a spear, sounds more careful because you'd have to aim carefully with that thing, or you risk impaling the children. But sure, I'll allow a forceful.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, okay, am I gonna say that you might endanger the children?
So you deal 5 damage. You guys are now at 6 out of 18.
But is it with a plus? What was it? Plus?
Yeah, I calculated with the plus.
Oh, okay.
Because the vines also defend, and they got a 2 on their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no, you just never mind. You go ahead. What's the result? I missed that.
You start pulling some of the roots and vines away, and the children cheer you on. They also look very, very encouraged by your display against the wolves. And speaking of, they yell out a warning. Look out, they're coming! As on their turn, the wolves will start attacking. Is that the end of your turn, Show&Tell?
Yeah, I'm just. How much damage did we do to the vines then?
You guys are at 6 damage out of 18.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so wolf's turn. Number 1. Well, no. So 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement. Yeah, I made a small mistake, but I'll stick with the mistake. Who's weaker? I guess Muninn is weaker. This wolf will try to charge and bite at Muninn. Does Muninn defend?
I think if the wolf was charging, Muninn would try and quickly get out of the way, dodge out of the way again.
A quick roll, please. You defend yourself successfully. Second one, 2, 3, 4. As it's running sort of along the coastline. Same thing, Muninn.
Whoa. I think Muninn would try to they would this could either be quick or like I'm trying to make it clever, but it could be quick as well. So I want Muninn to like get out the way of the wolf, but do it in a way so that like the wolf could like charge at the first wolf, if that makes sense, and accidentally bite him instead. Does that make sense?
Sure. It won't like result in an attack in terms of game mechanics, but I will allow a clever or careful defense.
Oh hell yeah! Oh.
Tie means the wolf gets an advantage. I'll give it another charge of bitey. Okay. This wolf 1, 2, 3, 4, and also 1, 2, 3. These 3 wolves that are surrounding Prince Charming, they're all gonna assist the Mother of the Forest to take him down. So they'll spend their turn giving the Mother of the Forest assists plural. And this last remaining wolf will 1, 2, 3 charge at Muninn as well.
Shit.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah. I would say, Muninn would do the same as last time, but I don't know. Could Muninn do the same as the same attack?
Yeah, they're all like converging on the same point. You could make them like smack against each other.
Hell yeah. Okay.
It's kind of funny. Wow, it's really like
Tie
It
means
is a really bad roll.
tie means they get an advantage. Okay. For the wolves that are in the forest, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. It cannot attack you because it like had to like lunge to get to where it's at. This wolf over here will go after Illona. How does Illona defend herself?
I do the same thing as with the last. No, that would be too much
I
attack.
rolled the wrong thing. He doesn't have exclamation mark. He has 1. I'm sorry.
I would sneakily dodge out of the way.
Sure. Give me a sneaky roll.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also gain an advantage. Unbiteable.
Another charge, yeah. Thanks.
Okay. And for these 2 wolves, they're gonna do like the thing that they did with, well, not these particular, but that the wolves did with Muninn earlier, as in one wolf will assist the other to make a single stronger attack rather than 2
against
weak ones.
Anghel, I think they did it, but okay.
Oh, right, it was against Anghel, my bad. Thank you. Thank you, Show&Tell. But yeah, they'll do the same thing to you, Illona. So one wolf is trying to distract you while the other charges in. How do you defend yourself?
Sneakily.
How?
I go out of the way, kind of like continuing the, I don't know, dancey kind of movement that's like very sneaky.
Sure, give me a... I'm leaning more towards quick than sneaky, or even flashy, but give me a sneaky if you'd like.
Could do quick as well.
Time means they get an advantage, but I'm gonna use a 2 charges of bitey to knock you out of the fight.
I will use some biteable.
Okay. How many charges are you using?
As many as it takes not to get out of the fight.
Well, obviously just 1 charge will be sufficient not to get out and be knocked out, but...
Yeah, but I have a feeling you're gonna use more stuff.
Well, thing is, like, currently you're taking 4 damage, so like you can use a charge to mitigate 2, but like, and like just 2 damage won't knock you out, but it's still 2 damage. So I'm asking, how much are you willing to mitigate?
I don't want damage at all, so I guess 2.
Okay. In that case, I'll use your level 6 consequence to deal 2 damage.
Oh, mama. Do I still have the...
You also still have a charge of unbiteable.
I guess I'll use that as well.
Sure. Then I'll use the last charge of my bitey to deal the damage.
Then I'll use a fate point.
What are you invoking?
Master of Escape.
Sure. Hmm.
No, not more.
Yeah, I think these wolves know to pounce on the weak, so I'll use one of my fate points.
Damn.
Okay. So it's still like...
If it helps, you can use Anghel's charges. Advantages.
Yeah, you guys also have the... Well, I don't think Angel's advantage would apply in this specific situation.
Exactly.
But
that's why I said if it helps.
But you guys also have the advantage that Akesis gave you guys.
Oh, right. Okay, so you can use that. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just wondering if we should save it for I don't know, something worse than this.
I mean, I don't know what is, honestly.
Is it cool if I use it then? Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I use the Brilliant Light over Cassius.
Mm-hmm. Which, at the end of the day, brings us back to a tie, meaning the wolves get an advantage and no damage is dealt.
Good.
Okay. Okay, that was the end of the round. Let me roll to see how many more wolves joined the fight.
At least, what is good about it is that it made, a lot of things were used. Like Illona's, what are they called? Consequences and stuff.
Yeah. Also, same goes for me, as the person fighting against you guys, so to say. I'm also happy to use up Illona's stuff.
Yeah.
So 4 more wolves will join, which is the maximum. That's been rolling well.
Ugh.
It's going to be an army of them.
Yeah.
At this point, I forgot there was a wolf in the corner over here that I forgot to move. I'm just gonna move him forward. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he goes over here. Prince Charming's turn. He will continue his combat against his legendary enemy, but this time his legendary enemy has 3 wolves assisting her, so it will be much more difficult. Yeah, he makes no headway whatsoever. The 12 is the Mother of the Forest, the 3 is Prince Charming.
Oh. Damn.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately for the Mother of the Forest, that was just a defense, so it doesn't actually damage him or anything.
But does it give her an advantage?
It does, which I'll call Might of the Forest. Illona's turn.
I will use my stunt, which is as much as stealth kill, and I'm wondering if I could do it I swing around, like tornado stuff, trying to hit all the wolves away from me, yeah.
Okay, because it's your stunt, I'll allow that for you to dispatch all the wolves around you. It's very flashy. Too bad nobody can notice because they're all surrounded. I don't know. You see the statue of Always Thirsty wink.
Wow.
Can I also while doing that kind of keep in mind Always Thirsty or Cassius? Yes. Not bothering about it. Just I'm really dedicated for this.
You hear in the back of your mind, well, not the back of your mind, but in your mind, child, while I do appreciate your efforts, that will be a longer conversation that I think you do not have the time for now.
Okay, Illona will accept that.
You still have your movement. And technically your action, because your stunt doesn't quite count as an action.
Yes. I think I'll stay here for now as well.
Okay.
Just like guarding officers, I guess.
You still have your action again, which you can use to like discover aspects, create advantages, up to you. Or make like a ranged attack.
Could I like discover some aspect about the wolves?
Yeah, sure. Give me a careful. The wolves only have one aspect because they're like generic mooks. Okay. The wolves have the aspect animal predator of the forest.
I was like hoping to like find out they were scared of fire or something. I don't know. They're trouble. What trouble's a wolf?
Well, wolves
But they
are...
don't have a trouble.
The technical term is mooks. In like other games, it'll be like creeps or like just mobs. Basically, these wolves, they're not actual characters. They're just like goons, like generic people that like get beaten up in like cartoons or whatever. So they only get one aspect, and that's why they only die in one hit as well.
Alrighty.
Okay. You guys get a free invoke on the wolves aspects if you'd like. But yeah.
Yay!
Next is the Mother of the Forest, who, with the assistance of her wolves, will try to beat the hell out of Prince Charming.
Oh no.
And she...
What is up with Prince Charming?
Well, there's 3 wolves assisting the Mother of the Forest, so can't blame him. But, like, true to his idiom, he shows no signs of, like, needing help or weakness. He doesn't call out for help.
I mean,
He'll take his level 3 stress and his level 2 consequence, which will be wolf bites. Okay. Muninn's turn.
Okay. Could I... No. I don't think so. Could Muninn, because obviously there's quite a few wolves around them.
And they were all attacking them as well.
Yeah. Could Muninn go for the wolf that was like the I'm trying to word it in a way that makes sense. Could Muninn go for the wolf that was like least tricked by, because like Muninn was trying to trick the wolves? Could Muninn go for the one that was least tricked, if that makes sense? So like,
yeah,
that
that would probably be the one who came last, which would be the one like over here, if you can see where I'm pinging on the map.
Okay. So they'd attack the wolf with their dagger, but like they'd be they'd be like careful to pick that wolf. Does that make sense? I don't want to stretch it, but you know what I mean?
You're stretching it, and that's why I'm asking you to elaborate, please.
Okay. Well, in that case, Muninn would attack. Obviously, Muninn would attack that wolf with their dagger, and like, it's so funny. Well, yeah, they would try and like strike the wolf with their dagger, I think.
Okay, sounds like a forceful attack.
Okay.
Tie means you get an advantage.
oh, okay.
Another charge on quick-footed, or?
Yes, please.
Okay. Technically you have your movement remaining, but you can't move through the wolves, they won't allow you. You can't really move through the children, but you can move through Anghel's spot. You just can't end your turn where Anghel is. And obviously you'll take opportunity attacks from the wolves if you do.
Yeah, I think Muninn would stay where they are at the moment.
Very well. Then next would be Angel's turn.
Okay.
For context, the children will, because the children obviously see that you're the big, strong hero, not this weakling, little cloaked figure. So they will cheer you on, Anghel, to save the day and beat up the bad guys.
I was just about to
Little
abandon them.
figure, wow.
What?
Just
What did you say?
The roast of Muninn. Holy shit, weakling little cloak figure. What the shit?
Yeah.
It's harsh.
This is just how they would see Muninn, because like from their perspective, what Muninn did was like come up to them, meddle with the vines a little bit, then like maybe dispatch some of the wolves, and then all the wolves converge on them. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a question. Because the wolves all are attacking Muninn,
Mhm.
is attacking one of them forcefully? Can I add plus? Like
With
attacking Muninn?
yeah. I think it
Okay.
works. Yeah.
I don't remember how this stuff works actually. Like, is it a +2 or +1?
It's always a +2. It's never +1.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm going to attack this wolf, like the closest one to Anghel.
So when you want to start blasting, yeah.
What?
It's a meme.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's a meme. You can give me a forceful, please?
Yes.
That's more than sufficient. You get an 8 because you're using your stunt. I don't know. It's like you were punching the wolf. I don't know. You punch through the other side of the wolf. I don't know. You make it explode. I don't know if that big of a difference.
Anghel really doesn't know its strength.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so it's gone, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was more so like not expecting, but like hoping you'd elaborate on that.
Oh, yeah, you could have. Yeah, it explodes. Honestly.
The children, they are not sure if they should scream or cheer.
I'm honestly like, I think Anghel is thinking that Prince Charming needs help, so he's going to he's going to wave at the children like, wait here or something. Wait here, whatever.
You see the fear on their faces, and they say, "No, don't leave us with just them to help us," indicating Muninn.
Anghel is going to, give Muninn an encouraging pat in the back, and then just to go here. I mean, like, sorry, I skipped like basically through here.
Yeah.
Ugh. Through here and here.
Hmm? You would take one opportunity attack from the wolf.
Oh, okay. So he swats at him.
Sure, give me a forceful. Yeah, you defend yourself. Insufficient for an advantage, but you do defend yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Okay, and I guess that's it for now.
yeah, that is what you can do on your turn. So for the wolves, the 3 that are helping the Mother of the Forest will continue giving her assists. These 2 in the distance will like try closing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunging across the water. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And yeah, I guess 2 wolves will attack Illona at the same time. Basically also doing like the thing they did the last turn, aka one tries to distract Illona, the other attacks. Probably the one towards the east, aka the quote-unquote right. So how does Illona defend herself?
Dodging.
Give me a quick, please. You avoid the attack, but since it's a tie, the wolves get an advantage. Should I press the attack on Illona again? Like, in terms of like combat logic, it would be the most logical thing to do, but I feel it would just be mean.
Well,
I don't know. Ashen, would you be offended if I did?
Not offended. Just like, no, no.
Okay, then I'm sorry, but they will.
I mean, Ashen, you can use their aspect or whatever.
Yeah.
Aspect? Yeah.
Yeah. Then I do that.
If you can justify it to me, like,
Oh.
how is the fact that the wolf is an animal predator of the forest helpful to you?
I'm carrying a stick, and the stick is very foresty, and I wouldn't wanna
Mess with it.
yeah. Since they're like under the influence of the mother of the forest, like the stick is like all of a sudden like, oh no.
Sure.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that worked.
Like that.
It works. Barely, but it does. Okay. This wolf on the western side of the map, should it go for Illona or Muninn? Probably Muninn. Just because I don't want to pick on Ashen. 1, 2, 3, and they're in the water as they're swimming. And the wolves that are attacking Muninn, they won't like make 3 individual attacks, rather they also do the thing where like 2 of the wolves distract and 1 goes in for the bite. So 2 wolves assists and 1 goes for the bite. Okay?
God damn. Okay. Okay. To defend myself.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
This by the way, this whole like combo thing was why I was like hesitant when Show&Tell said, "Yeah, we don't care about the wolves anymore."
No, in terms of sacrificing them to Cassius.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I think Muninn would probably dodge out the way. It seems like a bit of a old hat, but Muninn would dodge out the way as quick as they can.
I mean, give me a quick then, please. They managed to
Wells on dry.
There's too much movement and 1 bite goes through. You would take 1 point of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Your level 1 stress, I'm guessing?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay. And that's all the wolves, so let me roll to see how many more join the battle.
Oh my god. Like, I really want to, like, finish off
Just
some
one.
other course at this point. Like, I think this is the crux of the problem.
I think we established last session that if you take care of her, the wolves will like disperse.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like we were kind of led to believe that Prince Charming could take care of it. And, yeah.
I mean, he's stronger than the mother of the forest, but not stronger than the mother plus
Exactly,
3
yeah,
wolves.
we did see that coming.
Speaking of which, it's his turn as he will continue his struggle. And fail miserably.
I mean, it gets like really bad rolls all of a sudden too.
Anghel, because you're like looking in that direction, what's probably happening narratively is like you probably see all the wolves like holding Prince Charming down, biting down on him. That's not the thing that's like been damaging him, but like narratively he's like being physically restrained by these wolves as like the mother of the forest seems to like chant magic. Illona's turn.
I go with E.
What do you do?
I'm thinking. Sheet. I don't want to die. Can I like try and do like the same thing as I did with the stunt, basically, just like knock two birds with one stone, kind of like quickly.
Unfortunately,
Can you do that?
Unfortunately, I would ask you like you can only attack one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, then I take one of the wolves and just like quickly boink it on the head very quickly.
Bonk. With like your fist or?
No, the stick.
Oh, right. Then give me a quick or force, so I leave it up to you. Wait, which one are you attacking? The one that attacked you, that has the assist, or the other one?
If I take the other one with the one with the assist unassists itself.
It doesn't like impact like their action during their turn. It's just that like the one who received the assist still has the assist, so will roll better. Make sense?
Okay, then I'll go with the unassisted one.
Okay. Yeah, and you dispatch it.
Nice.
Yeah, you still have your movement. How
the fuck do I do this?
I will say because you dispatched the assisting wolf, the other wolf has lost its assist, so it will go back to a +1. Make sense?
Okay. Because the thing is, if I move, that dog will attack me. It's probably better to stand still, right?
If you ask me, I'd probably stand still. Like whenever I have the opportunity to move, I generally don't, just because I don't want to get like snuck attack, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'll stand my ground there. Just chilling.
Okay. Duly noted. Then next in the initiative is the Mother of the Forest as she continues her legendary combat.
God. That's what I was dreading. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Not as bad as it could go. Prince Charming takes 2 points of damage. As like more roots and vines come up and try to ensnare him. And it very much looks like he's being overwhelmed, although he still has that like brave expression on his face. And Anghel, you can tell he'll never ask for your help.
Yeah. I don't care anymore.
Understandable. Muninn's turn.
I think Muninn would try and I'm just thinking. I think Muninn would try and like would they do that though? And would it even kill the wolf? I think Muninn would try and just attack just the closest wolf to them. I think, like strike it with the.
You have
dagger.
3.
Yeah.
Whatever's
like, even if it's an inch closer, just the closest one.
I mean, keep in mind that the closest wolf will probably be the one who like went in for the lunge against you, which is also the one that has 2 assists, so their stats are better for the turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe you should go for one
Fair
who's
enough.
assisting.
Fair enough.
And also you were saying that, whatever I'm thinking about won't like kill the wolf. Knocking out of combat doesn't have to be killing. Like, you could try to scare the wolves, you can try to knock them out, you don't have to kill them. It would still count as them being removed from the battlefield.
Okay. This is brutal. Could Okay, so instead of attacking the wolf, so Muninn would try and attack one of the wolves that is assisting.
Okay.
They would probably try and like oh, this is brutal. Like kick its leg to try and break it.
Okay.
So
To like cripple it and aka make it like knock it out of the fight.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds like a careful, forceful attack. I would only ask, are you attacking like the wolf on the left or on the right? Like the one closer to the children or the one closer to Anghel?
Probably the one closer to Anghel, I
Sure.
think, because that could go after Anghel, maybe. So
Duly-
probably that one.
Duly noted. So a forceful or careful, please.
Oh!
Oh no. Oh no.
You kick with your leg and you hit nothing.
Well, you do have your advantages.
I do. Would quick-footed apply to that? Because it's like...
It's literally your foot, yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
That's good.
Yes, but you'd need to, like, unless you're re-rolling, if you're just using it to give yourself +2, you'd need to spend 2. Make sense?
Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe you should re-roll. I don't know though. I think you're
Yeah,
careful.
that was quite a low roll for my careful, so maybe I will re-roll. 1 second.
Yeah, you got 3 minuses.
Oh.
Yeah, let me remove the advantage. Tie means you get an advantage.
Yay.
So you just, like, refresh the advantage, I guess.
Could I spend an advantage straight? I know
Of
I
course
already
you can.
have. Like,
Of course you can spend, yeah.
okay. Could I spend it straight away to dispatch the wolf?
Yep, you can.
Okay, sweet. that's sick. I like that. To do a +2 rather than to reroll.
I love when players fall the sunk cost fallacy. Okay. You still have your movement, if you'd like to move.
No, I'll just stay in. I'll just stay where I am.
Angel's turn.
Okay, Anghel moves. Can he move like 2 hexagons? Wait, one here and then the other here.
Yep. That's 2 movement. You still have 1 movement remaining. Going through the bushes will be double movement.
Yeah. Okay. So first he's going to attack the wolf.
This can be a sneaky attack if you want, because it's not paying attention to you.
Yeah, but yeah, never mind. We'll be forceful about it.
Sure. Give me a forceful, please.
I can't believe it. Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know. You trip and fall, but your fists like lands like straight on its skull. I guess in a lucky moment. I don't know.
That's so funny. Okay.
Jesus.
You dispatch the wolf.
Yay! and then he moves another hexagon here.
The mother of the forest like lets out a snarl when you approach. Prince Charming, still being like bitten by 2 wolves and like grappled by vines, will say, "What are you doing? Save the children, not me."
Anghel does this thing, when you move your hand like blah blah blah, kind of,
I'm going to punch you.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Whatever.
Is,
Just ignore them.
is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Wolves. The 2 that are next to Prince Charming will continue assisting their mommy. And what is it, Ashen?
It was just not what I expected you to say to her.
Sure. 2, 3, 4. This wolf will also provide assistance to the mother.
Yeah, I knew this would happen.
This wolf, 1, 2, 3, 4. This wolf, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The one wolf that's next to you, Illona, will try to bite at you.
Quickly dodge away.
I rolled the wrong thing. But yeah, a tie means the wolf gets an advantage.
Crap.
Okay.
Okay.
At least you did not take damage.
Yeah. Always that.
This wolf, 2, 4. Yeah, this is pretty much the limit of its movement. The other 2 wolves will do the same thing, Muninn, like one trying to distract, the other going for the attack. How do you defend yourself?
Moonin would try and if a wolf lunged at Moonin, for example, Moonin would probably use their stone arm as a shield and then push back at the wolf, if that makes sense.
Yes, keeping
to deflect it kind of way.
Yes, keeping in mind that whenever you use your stone arm, there may be consequences. Do you still do so?
Fine.
Okay. Sounds like the way you're describing it sounds like a forceful defense. Please roll. Tie means the wolves get an advantage.
The wolf does, did you say?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. And let me roll to see how many join the fight this time. Just one. Just one.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round. Prince Charming is debating whether to punch Anghel or not.
Seriously? What an idiot.
But I think he won't, just cause... Yeah,
God.
but you have been warned, Anghel. Do that again, and he will punch you no matter the circumstances.
Well,
What? The gesture? Or what?
You're being rude to him and disrespectful.
Okay.
But for his turn... I don't think he really cares about the wolves. He'll continue going for the mother.
He's an idiot!
And do nothing. Illona's turn.
Oh my god.
okay, so I'm thinking here. I have one stunt. Well, I have one stunt that is I can do something illegal or immoral and completely shift the blame to someone else. And I'm thinking if I can use that in a way to.
I will say right now, I've mentioned just preemptively. I'm not saying that oh yeah, that's what Illona's planning. Preemptively, I mentioned last session, no harm shall come to these children. Okay.
Yes. I'm a bit confused, but yes, no harm to them.
I was afraid that you were hesitant because you were thinking about it.
But that I would do something to the children?
Yeah.
Oh
no!
Your stunt specifically mentioned something illegal or immoral, so...
Yeah, and I'm pretty close to always thirsty, so I'm I wonder if I can climb on top of his statue and just become unreachable to the wolves, which is kind of immoral. To climb on top of him. Or can I do that like without the? I'm thinking like,
I mean,
does the stunt help me to like become even more untouchable?
It would not. I mean, and also you don't really need the stunt. The only thing the stunt would help you with is like people not blaming you for climbing on top of always firstly, which I don't think anyone cares about anyway.
Okay. Then I would just like do that to get away from the fight. The thing is like, because if I go there now, right? Or can I do it from...
You would take an opportunity attack, but go ahead.
Ok. Shit.
It is just a +1, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can defend
Okay.
against it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Well, let's see what happens with the attack. How do you defend against the wolf biting at you?
Sneakily dodge it.
Sure, give me a sneaky.
Yay! Woohoo.
Nice, and you get an advantage.
You definitely do.
That's nice.
Unbiteable. Let's go.
Yep.
Can you get 2 advantages, or is that not possible?
Usually no. Usually no.
Okay.
So, what are you doing, Illona?
I'm climbing on top the statue and making myself as untouchable to the wolves.
Could you also move your token, please?
Yes, sir.
You
There we
can
go.
you can be on top of always firstie's token or underneath. I don't know how. Okay, probably underneath. I would, if you're like using that as like your action during your turn, I would interpret it as creating a careful advantage, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And by the way, Show&Tell, this is the time where you can potentially gain 2 advantages if Illona rolls well enough
Oh, okay.
when creating advantages or discovering them. Okay, so
Oh.
Illona, can you roll me a careful if that's what you want to do?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
If that's what you want to do, can you roll me a careful?
Okay. No.
No.
You start climbing on always firsty, but immediately fall on your back.
Maybe you
Nice.
should use
And
your
s-
advantage.
Thing is, by the
I don't
way,
know.
obviously, Ashen, you can use your advantages or fate points, etc., to reroll. But if you try to create an advantage and fail this badly, it means the enemy gets an advantage.
Okay.
Great,
I will
use your
actually.
advantage,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I think.
You're using your unbiteable.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a reroll.
Give me a reroll, please.
Come on, careful. Come on. Let's go. Okay.
You just barely like get up after falling and climb on top of always firsty. That's sufficient to create 1 charge on your advantage.
Okay.
I had a
Well,
difficulty 2 in mind. Would you like a charge of unbiteable? Or
And that would like boop it up to.
could
4.
you please say that again and cut out for me?
Would that like boop it up to 4, or what would happen then? I'm confused.
No, I'm saying you succeeded in creating the advantage. Would you like
Okay.
that advantage to be unbiteable, meaning you get another charge, or...
Sure. I used it to get it.
yeah, exactly. But at least you didn't lose it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you hadn't used it, the enemy would have gotten an advantage, so...
Yeah.
Okay. That's Illona. The Mother of the Forest turn.
Oh my god.
Is she afraid of Anghel or not?
Anghel smiles at her. Just everything.
She smiles sarcastically back at him, and I think she'll try to punch Prince Charming in the face.
Smiling works.
Polite lady.
Prince Charming takes points of damage, which I guess would be his level 4 consequence at this point.
Oh my god. He's almost out of the fight, this idiot. Seriously, why this guy?
He gets a
Like,
broken
how did you
nose.
get this far?
He gets a broken nose, but like, if you were to look at him, Anghel, he still looks almost as handsome as like the first time you laid eyes on him. Because that's his character. He is Prince Charming. And he looks like undeterred, ready to fight. He will never
It's
surrender.
not charmed, but okay.
I wasn't implying that, but sure. Muninn's turn.
Okay. Muninn would probably Muninn would probably try and like jab at one of the assisting wolves. One of the wolves that is assisting the other one, if that makes sense. With their dagger.
There's only one assisting one this time, but sure.
Yeah.
Give me a forceful, I guess, the way you're describing it. Or careful, I guess, because you're jabbing.
No. I'll try careful, but like it's not been good to me recently.
I mean, it's okay. Tie means you get an advantage, but like, don't be. The dice aren't living people; they're just a program that's rolling a number. It has no feelings. It's not trying to fight against you.
Sometimes it feels like it, though.
Yeah, it really does.
Could I spend it instantly this time again or not?
Did I accidentally... How many charges did you have of quick-footed? Because I think I might have given the wrong advantage. Or...
Oh, I think that was fine.
Okay, okay. Thank you for paying attention, Show&Tell. As to your question, Deli, you can spend your previous charge, but you can't spend the one that you just got. Make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I will spend my previous charge then.
Okay, so yeah, that would also negate the one that you just got, and you're spending it to give yourself +2?
Yes, please, yeah.
Okay, this would dispatch the wolf. You see perhaps hope in the children's eyes, but then, oh no, it's just the hooded person.
I will gain their admiration.
Goal in life.
You have your movement remaining if you'd like to move.
No, I'll stay again.
Okay, Anghel's turn.
Man, this is going nowhere. I think we're going to lose Prince Charming. But anyway, and then I don't know what we're going to do. But okay, so Anghel is going to move here, which is 2 movements, right?
If you're going through the bushes, yeah, there will be 2 movement. Yes.
And then
I also forgot to ask you last time to roll first.
Right. I just remembered. Should I roll it now?
Sure. I won't penalize you, but let's see how it would have gone. Okay, you would have done very well, but I'll ask you once again to roll at the end of this turn.
Anyway, I moved here, and then I'm going to attack the wolf.
We take it by surprise.
Forcefully.
Then give me a forceful, please.
What is up?
I don't know what you rolled yet. I
shouldn't have rolled the other forceful. Oh, it's a 1.
Oh. You go in for the punch, and Prince Charming says, I told you should go for the children. You're no match.
Okay, we are going to use poke.
Okay. You use poke.
And
go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter. I thought maybe to do a reroll, but it's
okay. You use poke, and you dispatch of this wolf, denying the Mother of the Forest of one of her assists.
Yeah, but then there's going to be another wolf. I don't know. Yeah, Prince Charming is dead. Bye, Prince Charming. Didn't help us.
Sure. That was your turn because you also spent your movement.
Oh, I'm going to do another forceful now?
Yes, please. Like, the Mother of the Forest smells awful, but for whatever reason, it doesn't faze you at all. Maybe you were the actual Prince Charming all along. Who knows? The wolves. The 2 that are next to the mother will assist her. This one will come up sort of behind you and try to bite at you, Anghel, to get you to screw off, basically.
Okay. So he will, defend forcefully. Swat at it or whatever.
Give me a forceful, please. You create an advantage.
Nice.
Another poke?
Yeah.
Okay. For the wolves in the like southern part of the map. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. They like 2 of them will assist like one wolf, so it'll be like a sort of concentrated attack again against Illona, but they're not gonna attack you, Illona, by like trying to bite you because like you're on top of the statue, they can't reach you. They're gonna try to attack you by trying to scare you, basically.
Okay.
How do you defend yourself?
How do I defend myself? It's getting scared.
Oh wow, it's a strong attack.
I focus on my breathing and try to think rationally.
Sounds like a careful defense or forceful. I leave it up to you.
Clever?
Yeah, okay, I can also see clever. Okay.
Nice.
Tie means the wolves get an advantage. But screw it, I'll use a charge of bitey too.
I still have
Unbiteable and 1 fate point.
yeah, I'll use an unbiteable.
Okay. You use it to give yourself +2, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the wolves get their advantage from the tie. Okay. And as for the Muninn front, this wolf will close in and like they'll do the thing of like one wolf assisting the other to attack Muninn. Okay. How does Muninn defend themselves?
I want to like use my go on, and why not? Muninn would probably hold their hands like in front of their face, like arms rather in front of their face, if that makes sense. Obviously this includes their broken petrified arm, but that's fine.
Sounds like a forceful defense.
It's one arm.
Cool.
You successfully defend yourself, as obviously the wolves can't really do anything against stone. They do damage the clothing, I guess, but that doesn't necessarily matter too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the clothing also made of stone? Like, is the...
No.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay.
Always Firsty's clothing is stone, but Muninn's is not. You can speculate that if like Muninn were completely petrified, then their clothing would also turn to stone. Make sense?
Oh, really? Is that how it works? Interesting.
How strong is clothing, man? OP.
2 more wolves will join the map, and top of the round it shall be Prince Charming's turn. After I position the wolves.
How do you decide where to position? Randomly?
Randomly, but like I also go for like say if I haven't put a wolf to the right of the map in a while, I'll put it to the right. Like I haven't put a wolf to the left of the map in a while, so I put it to the left. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Prince Charming will continue the struggle against his legendary enemy.
We're rooting for you.
And he punches her in the face.
Whoa! See, Prince Charming? See?
I mean, he's doing the thing you said he's an idiot for doing, so I'm not sure what he's supposed to see.
He only succeeded because Anghel helped.
Okay.
If he would have gone for the wolves, he would have succeeded a long time ago. But okay.
Sure. The Mother of the Forest takes her level 3 stress. Okay. Illona's turn. You're like standing on top of the of Always Thirsty as the wolves are like biting at you, not biting, like barking at you, and being intimidating?
Don't know what to do though. Like, aid me in this situation. I feel like it's pretty just solid to stand up there and just like let them do their thing. At the same time, I have this like wacky idea of like throwing the stick like you do to a dog and like hoping they'll like, oh my gosh, stick! Need to fetch that. But I don't think that'll work.
Probably not.
Maybe you could laugh at them or something. So you're not afraid.
I would say, Ashen, to your like silly idea, it'll probably not work. But if you want to go for it, I'll treat it as like a flashy attack.
Definitely not go for it then.
Yeah, I guess laughing at them is also flashy.
If Illona wants laughing at the wolves to be her action, I treat that as creating a flashy or forceful advantage. Because like you're laughing in the face of danger.
Yeah.
Could I like create another advantage to like I don't know. No, actually, maybe I'll like use the stake to like if they like jump and bark and stuff, like
To swat at them?
yeah, or can I like aim at the ice or something? Just try to yeah.
Sounds like a careful, forceful attack. Against like one of the assisting wolves or one of the assisted wolf?
The assisting.
Sure.
Careful, you said, right?
Or forceful, up to you. Yeah, you dispatch one of them.
Wow, cool.
Okay. You have your movement.
I'm good here.
Sure. The mother of the forest turn. She'll continue. I think this will this brawl will degenerate, and after being punched in the face, she'll try to punch back.
It became a boxing match.
And she deals 2 damage, meaning, yeah, Prince Charming will take his level 6 consequence.
He's almost out of the fight completely.
Mm-hmm. And
That would be really bad.
And if he gets killed, maybe even more bad stuff will happen, because bad stuff happened when always first he quote-unquote died.
Oh my god.
Prince Charming's level 6 consequence. What's like a severe wound from getting punched in the face? I guess he could also get
a concussion? Or...
I think a concussion would be more like level 4, because level 6 is like, say, you lose an arm or something like that.
So
like
he
lost all his teeth or something?
He becomes less charming. That's really horrible for him.
Not so oh yeah, that is crippling. That is crippling. I'll call it not so charming. Not so charming. Sure. Muninn's turn.
Okay. I think Muninn would. I'm trying to like. I don't know. I think Muninn would, like, just go like. Muninn's trying to hurry up, and like get rid of these wolves as fast as possible, and they would like, if they have like a javelin or like a spear still on them, then they would probably. But I don't think they do, and they're also holding.
I think they've thrown.
Anyway.
I think they've thrown theirs at one point. I think
they definitely did, and I don't think they picked it. But it's okay. They're using the dagger anyway. Muninn would just rush like full, like as fast as they can towards a wolf. and like, just like, I don't know, just kill it with their dagger.
The assisting or assisted wolf?
The assisted, because wasn't, or is
No, the assisting, the assisting. Go for the assisting.
I'll go for the assisting, but I thought all the assisting ones were gone. But if there's assisting one left, then I'll go for the assisting.
Well, the assisting ones, like the one before was gone, but a new one came along.
Oh, sure. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, the assisting one then.
Then give me a quick or forceful attack, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you dispatch it. Good on you.
Thank you. I think that would be it. Like, I won't move or anything.
Okay, the children start cheering you on, like, oh yeah, maybe this cloaked figure actually, yeah, maybe they actually can do something.
Go Muninn.
Angel's turn.
Okay, I'm wondering whether I should kill this one. I'll go for the other. Okay, Anghel will go here. And I guess he will get attacked.
Yep, he definitely will.
So he will swat forcefully, as always.
Give me a SWAT, I suppose, a forceful. There is a sufficient defense.
Okay, too bad we didn't get an advantage from that, but okay. And then he will attack the wolf.
The one like right north to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. With like a punch or?
With the spear.
Okay, give me a forceful, please. You dispatch it.
Good.
It was like biting down on Prince Charming's shin, trying to like hold him in place, and you like stab it and get it out of the way, and Prince Charming doesn't even look at you.
What does Prince Charming do?
He doesn't look at you.
What a douche.
I guess he'll go here. He does have another, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Anghel has two. Well, he has two more. Had two more moves. Now he has one more.
Yeah. Okay, but I guess I'll stay here.
Very well. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Can I get a?
Oh wait, can Anghel? Okay. Oh yeah, first one.
But go ahead.
I was just wondering if Anghel can like try to signal to Prince Charming to go for the wolf.
Give me a flashy.
Okay.
Above board, even if he notices, doesn't mean he'll say yes. But yeah,
he won't say yes, or
he may or may not. Is that like?
But okay,
he may
we'll try anyway.
I think that's a sufficient roll to get him to notice, but not to get him to pay attention.
Okay, whatever. Fine. We tried. Okay.
Definitely did. Okay. Wolf's turn. The one that's next to Prince Charming will continue assisting his mother. This one will run up to Anghel and try to bite at Anghel. How does Anghel defend?
What?
Give me a forceful, please. Anghel gets an advantage. Another poke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For the wolves down south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This one will charge at Muninn. 1, 2, 3, 4. It cannot attack Muninn because it like had to rush to get through the water. These two that are next to Illona will continue trying to terrify her. How does Illona defend?
rational thinking, and the same as last time.
Give me clever or careful, please, or forceful.
No!
Oh,
You'd take 1 point of damage.
Can I afford that? I can't really, right?
Be your
Would have
level,
you
level,
can.
level 3 stress or level 2 consequence.
I mean, barely, but you can still.
It's kind of terrified. Yeah, I think I'll take this. The consequence.
Okay. Your level 2 consequence will be frightened, because that's what's going on.
I may regret this.
Yeah, do that to make room. Okay. And yeah, one wolf left. Who will try to attack Muninn? How does Muninn defend?
Muninn will as they like kill their last wolf, like as they kill the last wolf, they would they would notice the wolf approaching. They would like quickly take the dagger out of the other wolf and just like slice like in a really wide like arc with their arm at the wolf like attacking them, if that makes sense.
That sounds like a flashy defense because you're trying to like ward it off.
Okay.
That's 1 point of damage. You're level
Me?
2. Yeah.
Okay. Could I use a fate point to +2, and the aspect would be is skilled with small daggers, please?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
Okay,
can.
awesome.
Yep. That is sufficient to defend yourself. And final thing, let's see how many more join the fight. Just one.
Thank God. We're making a headway of some sort.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing well. Prince Charming isn't, but you guys generally are doing well. And speaking of top of the round, Hugh continue his fight.
Go, Prince Charming. Go, Prince Charming.
He doesn't go. Illona's turn.
He dies.
Not yet. Illona's turn.
I will do it the same.
Yet. Oh, that was his attack. Okay. I was waiting for that to happen already.
What were you saying, Ashen? Sorry?
I'll go for like hitting the wolf with the stick again.
Sure. One of the
Assisting.
Okay. Give me a forceful or careful.
Please. Oh man!
It probably like bites down on the stick as you like try to swat with it.
I'm thinking what I could do right now.
It probably doesn't like bite hard enough that you can't pull the stick away, but it's like a temporary inconvenience. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay. I'll leave it with that.
No movement?
No.
Okay. Mother of the Forest, she'll continue her legendary struggle and try to take down her hated enemy once and for all. I think she would use 2 of Prince Charming's consequences to take him out of the fight.
Wow. He was not meant to be.
Oh no!
What a moron.
He can't use anything? Oh, God.
He doesn't have anything.
Oh, he has an advantage.
He does?
Fine.
Oh yeah, he does. Then he will use it, which just means that the mother will use all of the consequences. So, yeah. Prince Charming.
He was an idiot. I hope that's the epithet. How do you say it? Whatever's written on his gravestone.
I'm
I mean-
optimist.
More than likely, you guys are going to be the ones to write it, I guess.
The what?
The ones to write it.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you're the carver.
Don't worry.
I'm trying to think. Actually, just for like objectivity's sake, I'll roll a dice to see what happens. Because I don't want to be an asshole. Oh, that's a very bad dice for you guys.
Oh no! Why? What?
Basically, I was trying to decide if like she was going to just like kill Prince Charming or knock him unconscious. That dice means she's going to brutally kill him.
Bye-bye.
I think we were kind of prepared for that.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. We don't really know what the consequences are, but yeah.
Sure.
So this goes.
So, more roots like rush out of the ground as the mother of the forest like has this focused expression on her face, and they not only like pin Prince Charming down, but like with that dice roll, tear him limb from limb, literally.
Wow.
Yikes!
Fucking brutal.
And
Anghel, you're gonna be Prince Charming now.
Shit.
he doesn't like let out any like screams or like even flinch in pain. He just looks at you, Anghel, and says, "Save the children," before he dies.
Thank you.
Can I get a careful from you, Anghel? You're not sure why, but you feel a chill going down your spine.
Oh.
Illona's turn. No, not Illona's turn. Muninn's turn.
Okay. I think Muninn would try and yeah. So Muninn would like try and like slice at the wolf that attacked them last time. So like let's say before they moved their dagger like anti-clockwise, like they would like go the opposite direction or something, if that makes sense. Like slice it that way, if that makes sense.
Sounds like a quick or careful attack, or forceful, up to you.
Okay. Cool. Oi.
You dispatch it.
Ooh.
Hell
And
yeah.
the children actively start cheering you on, and then they see Prince Charming's brutalized body and they start screaming.
Oh my god. I was thinking like oh, that was horrible. I was thinking like, could I shield them as my turn, but I was like, how would that work? Like shield their eyes?
There's a
lift up your cloak or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
If you want to spend your turn on that, yeah.
No, it's okay. But like before I took my turn, I was thinking like, would that work?
It wouldn't really have much of an impact in terms of game mechanics.
No.
I have that Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I think narratively, maybe Muninn would say to the children like close your eyes, or like cover your eyes, or something.
Prince
if
Charming's
Muninn would
dead. Who's gonna save us now?
Not him.
Prince Charming, yeah.
Duh, not him.
You had a
I have a
question,
question. Because he's dead. Is the wolf? Does it count that he's still assisting the?
Yeah, the wolf
because
was
he's attacking.
the wolf was
Because Anghel is in range.
the wolf was assisting the mother of the forest, not attacking Prince Charming. So yeah, the wolf is still assisting the mother. Make sense?
Oh. Like it doesn't matter how far away it is, you can assist her?
Yeah, it doesn't particularly matter. Well, it would depend on a case-by-case basis. In this case, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Muninn still has their movement if they'd like to move. Deli? Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. If you would, no, I won't. I will stay where I am if that's what you said.
Okay. Then Angel's turn.
Okay, he will attack the assisting.
Okay. Give me a forceful, please.
Yeah, I forgot.
You punt it all the way to the other side of the river. I don't know.
Or
Good.
we.
Jeez.
Anghel lost his patience if he had any to begin with.
The mother of the forest says, "Maybe I should have been more worried about you. I won't make that mistake again."
Yeah, well, you can't. There's no one else left.
Wolf's turn. The one that's next to Anghel will, I guess, assist the mother of the forest.
Assist, you said?
Yeah, assist the mother, yeah.
Okay.
One's to the south. 1, 2, 3. Illona.
Oh, we didn't do a forceful.
Yeah, please do. Please do. I don't think you'll ever have difficulty for this, knock on wood.
I mean, it could happen. So, yeah.
Mathematically, it could, I guess. Illona, free wolf attack coming up at you. Basically, 2 will assist 1. Make sense?
Yeah.
They're once again going for the scare you option, not for the bite at you option, because you are unreachable at the moment. And that is an awful roll.
Oh,
Okay. I'll do the same strat as usual with that.
Give me, as usual, clever, forceful.
Yeah! Woohoo!
I'll use 1 charge of bitey to reroll because I got the worst possible roll.
Discord is freaking out for my part. I did not catch what you said.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
My bad. I will reroll with a charge of bitey.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Timing.
Ass.
Time means they get the charge back. Okay. The last wolf will try to bite at Muninn.
Muninn would move their stone arm so that if the wolf did bite them, it would bite their arm.
Give me a careful or forceful. You defend yourself successfully. Let's see how many more join the fight. 4. Lovely.
Ah, come on.
No!
Oh, also I forgot to move this one in the bottom right. 2, 3, 4. It'll just move up to here. Doesn't particularly matter. Okay.
It does in the long run.
In the long run. But maybe you'll defeat the mother of the forest before then. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know how, but okay. We'll do our best.
Do your best indeed. 2. While I position them, it's Illona's turn. Just to save on time.
Bonk him on the head with the stick again. Can I do it quickly so they don't bite down on it? Just donk. Really quickly.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I can see that as a quick.
Thanks.
One of the assisting ones, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always hear existing, they just exist.
Okay, whatever you do, you bonk the crap out of it.
Yeah!
Okay. The mother of the forest's turn. She'll try to do the same thing to you, Anghel, as she did to Prince Charming. Try to
Here we go.
ensnare you with vines coming up from the ground.
Okay.
Vines and roots and all that.
So he, cut, slices at them with the spear, I guess.
Sounds like a forceful or careful defense.
Forceful, yeah.
You defend yourself successfully.
Yay!
Muninn?
I think Muninn would actually no, I don't know if they can. Well, Muninn would like jam their dagger in the top of Muninn would just like try and strike the wolf with that dagger, basically.
Sounds forceful to me, if the way you're describing it.
Mhm.
You dispatch it.
Ooh.
You have your movement.
I'm tempted to leave the kids behind. I think I'm going to stay here for now.
Okay. Angel's turn.
Okay, he attacks the wolf.
Okay. Give me
Forcefully.
a forceful, please.
Ooh.
You dispatch it.
Okay.
How many more must you kill, you butcher? You foul creature, says the mother of the forest.
You just killed Prince Charming, shut up.
Yeah, and you killed like 20 wolves so far. Okay.
Fine.
And speaking of their turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Double movement. Oh, actually, just, yeah, because it's double movement. Yeah, I'll move it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Illona, once again, they'll try to frighten you.
This is the last. Here, you can't lose here.
I will. Shit, that's a good roll from them. Yes, I'm thinking if there's some way I can do this sneakily. Like, how do I? yeah.
Hit them from behind. Like.
I mean, she's on top of something, kind of hard to
Right.
get behind.
But you can kind of like maybe turn around on there. Like they saw the stick at some point, right? And then she's gonna, hit them from the other side.
Okay, that's a... I guess it would be a sneaky defense.
Yay!
Yes.
Awesome. Dude, thanks. No, it doesn't cut it even. I'll use my last fate point, and I will also say what I will invoke, and it's experienced risk taker.
Okay. You invoke your experienced risk taker. I'm assuming to give yourself +2.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use a level 2 consequence against you,
So it's like,
which would knock you out of the fight.
oh fuck.
If you can, I don't think you can use anything else to defend unless you can, justify using Anghel's advantages.
Honestly, I think he needs advantages against this monster. I don't know though.
Yeah.
But he does have 3 fate points still. don't know
Could I
what to use the
use
advantages.
my stunt for this? Must have been the win.
That is to shift the blame of something?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask you to tell me how does that help you in any way?
I guess by shifting blame, more like shifting attention from me.
Oh, okay, so I guess I can see it say, the way Show&Tell said, you're, sneakily, hitting them in the back with the stick, and maybe you like making them think, oh, there's something behind me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. With your stunt, that would be, I'd count it as a successful defense in that case.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. And last remaining wolf, 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it cannot attack Muninn because it used all its energy to get there. And let's see how many more join the fight.
Oh my god, please.
Just one. Illona's turn.
Hey, yo. I go for sneakily hitting one of them.
Okay. Sounds like a sneaky attack. An assisting one? Or...
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, you dispatch it.
Cool.
You have your movement remaining.
No. What can I say?
No.
The mother of the forest, Anghel, will continue her struggle against you by once again trying to ensnare you with roots.
Okay, he does the same thing. Slashes.
With
All
forceful.
his worth. Yes. Oh my god, what the hell?
How do you take 4 points of damage?
Okay, I'm going to use a poke. Yeah, that actually works exactly. To reroll.
Give me a reroll, please.
Okay.
1 damage.
1 damage. Okay, I guess we'll get with Texas stress. Ugh. I guess. Or
Sure.
yeah, I guess.
Sure. And she just has like this determined face, determined to take you down to remove this as she sees it danger to the forest. Because you're clearly very, very dangerous in her view. Muninn's turn.
Just one question.
Yes?
Is it okay if we end the session?
Yeah,
like-
I was gonna say that at the end of this round of combat we should end it, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, cool. I think Muninn would ignore the wolf that's like approaching them and try as quickly as possible to like cut the vines, like keeping the kids hostage.
Okay, sounds like a quick, careful, forceful attack. I leave it up to you.
Ooh. Okay.
Against the vines. You gain an advantage, I guess.
Oh wow.
Going.
Damn. Okay. Fair enough. I guess. What's the opposite of like a green thumb? Do you know what I mean?
The opposite.
Red thumb.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Red thumb, and then it would be like, I guess, an advantage against like
Sure.
the vines. I don't know.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Okay. You have your movement remaining if you'd like to move.
No, I will. I'll stay here. Actually, I was thinking of moving a tile, like, but then obviously, no, it's okay. I'll stay.
Okay. Anghel's turn.
Right, shit. He's gonna attack the mother of the forest.
With the spear? Or...
Forcefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
She will try to pin you down with her vines. Successfully so far?
Like, should I, like, is it better? Oh my god. Like, it's gonna have to. If I add a 2, it's only going to.
Tie.
It's not gonna do anything. Yeah. And then she gets an advantage?
You get an advantage, which means it equals out to nothing. Because you spent 1 to get 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll wait with this, I guess. Although, I don't know.
Okay.
Or I will use 2. I, 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. Okay, I will use 2. Then 2 advantages.
To attack her?
4. Yes.
Okay. That would be her level 2 consequence at this point.
Okay.
Do you have a name for it?
What did I do? Oh.
Stabbed her with the spear.
Yeah.
A level 2 is like not a severe wound. It's something that can heal pretty quickly.
Scratched? I don't know.
Okay, sure. And she will let out a snarl and say to you, "I promise to tear you limb from limb." Still have your movement.
Yeah, I will remain here.
Okay. And the final things before we end the session is the wolf's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for this one, it will be 1, 2, and 3, 4 because it's difficult terrain. This one, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Illona, they're once again gonna attack you.
Yay!
By trying to intimidate you. Trying to terrify you.
Yeah, just defend, and it is what it is, I guess.
Just thinking how I will defend.
Oh, sneakily.
Well, they're trying to intimidate you again, being menacing against you.
Can I do the sneaky option again? Is that possible?
Sure, I guess.
I mean, it's a new wolf, right?
It,
It's one of them.
I guess it is, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tie means they get an advantage.
Oh, wait.
Should I use it? Yeah, I guess I'll use a charge of body to knock you out of the fight.
No.
It was barely a valiant fight.
It was a very valiant fight, yes.
Okay. It is what it is.
You did very well. It's just that they definitely would have ganged up on you for like being more wounded than everyone else.
Yeah.
Last wolf will try to bite at Muninn.
Sorry, Discord was weird. The one was going to bite at Muninn. did you say?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Muninn would. I know this won't do any damage, but Muninn would try and like punch it out the way.
Sure. Give me a forceful defense. You defend yourself successfully. And final thing before we end the session, let's see how many join the fight.
Oh, did we do the Wait, did we do a forceful?
Yeah, I think we did, yeah.
Did we? Okay. Wait.
Give me a forceful if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, you're perfectly fine. This does not phase Anghel at all. But
I think he just lost his sense of smell at this point. He's like, whatever.
I mean, she has much more of a disturbing presence than just smell, but like also in terms of like, look and all that. But yeah, we'll see, I suppose, what happens.
He doesn't see from one eye. He kind of diminishes, though. Fine.
I suppose, but we'll see what happens in the conclusion of the fight next time.
Oh god.
Thoughts on today's session, everybody?
Oh my god, it was going so badly. I mean, we did good. We did as good as we could, I think.
Yeah, you guys.
Uncle shouldn't have left when Prince Charming told him to.
You guys,
but he didn't know he was an idiot then, so it's too bad.
He's very smug. Was very smug.
He just didn't. He didn't use his head. I'm sorry.
We got catfish. We got catfish by Prince Charming.
We did, totally.
To be perfectly honest, when Prince Charming got freed in like one turn, my first thought was, okay, probably like 2 or 3 turns from now, combat will be over.
Yeah, no.
But still,
God.
you guys are doing very well, all things considered. Like, this is just like a big DPS race swarm of a fight, and you guys are doing very well. We'll see what happens next time with Illona knocked out of the fight. Maybe I kind of sort of did it because you guys would get your fate points back, and one player with all their fate points back would be a bit problematic, but
I mean, Anghel didn't use his fate points.
I guess.
Yeah, I should have. How is that? Like, I didn't notice, we were nearing the end of that.
I guess the sort of good thing about Illona being knocked out this way is that she wasn't knocked out by being like bitten and mauled by wolves. She's knocked out by the fact that she's too terrified to do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, you guys are doing and did well. This combat, like, despite the fact that Illona's out and Prince Charming is out, is still very much up in the air. Mother of the Force, for instance, is still very, very, very wounded.
Yeah, we just need 2 more, but it's really hard because she's strong.
She is,
Okay.
but so is Anghel.
I believe in you, Anghel. You can do this.
God. And now Anghel's gonna be Prince Charming, and he doesn't have anyone. Like, we can the gods revive him? Like, we can cure him or something. Like, he's dead.
Yeah. He's basically mincemeat at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll end the session with like Anghel realizing his fate and staring into the decapitated head of Prince Charming as his dead eyes stare back. I don't know. Like, that'll be the last shot in the cinema version.
Oh no.
Still, it's who knows how this combat will go.
Oh, I also had a question. If all of us, sorry,
go ahead.
if all of us get knocked out,
I'm not gonna kill you, probably.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do something for the Mother of the Force, basically, like what she demands or something.
Depends on a lot of things.
Okay.
It would really depend on like the specific circumstances. Like, would she be like down to her last leg, or is this like a complete steamroll of a victory? It would depend. I will say the campaign will not be over if you fail here.
Okay.
But
I'll have to see.
We will indeed see. Okay. Yeah, I guess any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our usual shoutouts?
Eat your veggies.
That is very important, yes.
Yeah, nothing from me, I guess.
Hmm?
I don't eat too many veggies, so I can't really recommend that.
I love them.
Without being hypocritical.
Conflicting messages here.
I mean, I don't particularly eat too many either, so I'm not one to talk either. Okay. Well, then, dear viewers, thank you for watching and listening to us. Let's see what these lovely people are up to. According to the dice, with Dely. Dely, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. Hello everyone, I'm Dely. Outside of the set, I'm a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. At the moment, my streams are a little bit unscheduled, but I will eventually be debuting 2 new models, so that'll be fun. And yeah, if you want to pop by and say hi when I'm live, like once every 4 years, then yeah, feel free.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Deli, do check them out. They're super, super entertaining. Next, we would have Ashen. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
For sure. I'm Ash, and you can find me on Instagram where I do some crafting and painting stuff. Sometimes I take commissions, and that's very fun. Right now I'm working with book binding a lot, and I have some projects coming up with that, as well as wood carving, so a few statues, stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I saw your book binding on Instagram, and it looked very, very impressive. I don't know anything about it, but it looked great.
Thank you so much.
It did look really cool.
Oh.
Yeah. And next, we would have Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Sure. Hey, so I'm Show&Tell, and I have a channel on which I react to anime, and a channel which I react to not anime, and a channel on which I play games and live stream them.
All of Show&Tell's links are in the description just because they can't all really fit very, very neatly on screen. So you can also I guess makes it easier to click on them. So there's that. But do check her out. She's very, very awesome and very insightful in her reactions. Thank you very much. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series, which is a lot of fun. I also do another series that's been going on for a longer while, set in the Warcraft universe. That's also a lot of fun with a different bunch of lovely people. Yeah, and I hope to see you there. But other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We'll be back probably next week. I'll let you know if it's not next week. But yeah, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.